Hi, welcome to this unboxing video for Skull Tales Full Sail. This is a brand new game from Eclipse Editorial, a pirate theme game, which is actually a pirate adventure experience, I would say. Has a lot to offer and it brings you so many cool things and ideas. I was really driven into this game. First of all, because it had very distinct phases. You have a town port phase, you have an exploration phase where you move your pirate ship on the seas and explore. You disembark and go outside and start exploring tiles and flipping tiles, and you face different enemies and different events. So this is a whole complete experience, and this is why I'm very pumped about this game, because it offers not only one aspect of the fighting with the enemies, the miniature fighting or the exploration or the sea sailing or the worker placement action point of part of a pirate themed game. It offers everything together in a huge package with a lot of scenarios and campaigns, and it's really a really grandiose project. So let's open and see what's inside the box. Okay, we have some tack boxes for keeping things and cards together. Just put them at the side and we'll fix them later. Same here. And then we have two big booklets. One is The Shadows of the Caribbean campaign book. This is the campaign book. And the other one is the rule book. They are both quite hefty. Let me check if they are bilingual. Oh, this is the English version, so everything is for you to read. This is the rule book. Just quickly gonna go through the rulebook to show you how it looks like. Components, and the rules start to kick in. I like when the rulebooks have also big chunks of art, which makes it very easy and pleasant to read. I'm taking this to the seaside to read for reading today. The explanation of the rules with examples and nice schematics. This is a big game, so it has a lot of things to offer. Not from it has a lot of challenge to give you and a lot of things to think about, but it has so many things to explore, to go and fight, to prepare, to man your ship and upgrade it, your pirate ship. So it's really the full package, a full complete experience. If you're into pirate game theme wise and you like pirate games, this is a game that you really need to check out. So this is the rule book. I'm putting it aside, and this is the campaign book, which you can play as standalone campaigns, as standalone scenarios, with a lot of variability each time, because it's very different the way the tiles come and unfold and make different exploration rooms, you see. But also you can play it as one connected campaign where everything makes sense. Look at the story, a lot of story to go with the campaign, a lot of things to read depending on your choices. Great stuff. So this is the campaign book. Right. Boards, minis, some gems here. A bag of plastic rugged coins. These look very nice. These really look like they are old, like they were recovered from a chest or something. They have done a great job making them look oldish. They have wear on them, like they look like they have been used. So this is very nice. On the images on the site, they look very vivid, because obviously this is a schematic, but the result of these coins is brilliant, because look again how well they managed to make the age show on these tiles. Great stuff, really good. Okay. This is a box of the minis. We're gonna come back again, have a closer look in a bit. A big bag of dice. You could also get a custom pirate die from dice from their web shop if you want something more that looks more alike with the game. Baggies. Some pegs, 2 huge decks of cards, standard size, Magic the Gathering, lots of cards, and 2 big decks of small cards. So these are all the cards of the game. The game also comes with a lot of tiles and materials. We're gonna see them right away, but also comes with a big box expansion you can buy separately, and adds additional campaign, additional tiles, additional miniatures, and more cards and more material in general. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop everything out so we can have a quick look on the tiles themselves. This is the back of the box. You can see how many cool minis there are included. 52 to be precise. 386 cards. Oh my gosh, lots of material. So let's see the tiles. We have double-sided tiles. The cardstock is great. It's linen finish, quite thick, great quality, feels nice in the hand. And the most important stuff, which I really appreciate when companies do that, is that they're double-sided, meaning that it offers you twice as much of materials and combinations to, to set them and make explorations while you stop your sail, you disembark from your pirate ship, and you go and investigate an island or search for treasure, etc. So 4 small tiles with jungle. And this looks like some abandoned temple in the jungle or something like that. Okay, put them at the side. Another board. Another 4 tiles. This looks like a river. This looks like a room or the interior of a lower deck or something like that. Sand, some wreckage. This looks like a temple or jungle. Some monkey skulls, the interior of a jungle, a gravestone, a tombstone, lava, an interior room with a lot of shadows and the light dropping in. Great. So far 8 double-sided small tiles. Okay, we're gonna come back to this. I just wanna see all the tiles first. 4 more. More interior, more jungle, a lake. This is where your team throws their boat on the seaside, and then they go out and start the exploration while the tiles unfold. And from the other side you have a chamber, something like a jail, a valley or an opening in the forest, dark area, something like a cave. More. 4 more. Here we have more jungle, some fire. This is a huge broken foot from a statue, an enormous statue it looks like. You can see it like that. And jungle surroundings, interior. Okay, interior, more jungle, a fountain here. Interior. Okay, and then we have two big tiles. Let me unpunch them properly. The material looks very good, even on this one, which is quite a big tile, almost like the size of the box. There's no bend, it's linen finish, very thick, durable, and has nice print and nice colors on top of it. Okay. These tiles also can be combined with the other tiles. Let me first of all get them all out, and then I'm just gonna show you what you're looking at. More tiles were unlocked from the Kickstarter campaign. You can find this on retail now from their website. Okay, so we have 4 big tiles. These big tiles can be combined with the smaller tiles to create a huge map, depending on the scenario that you're playing. So this is like the town center or a village. We have rooms, we have corridors, roads. You enter the rooms, and it's you have entering points. I'm gonna come back to this side. The tavern, some rooftops, the center of the village with some fountain, some more buildings, a plaza. This looks like a church, more buildings. So you can imagine that in the biggest map you can set up, you can combine all those 4 plus many from those and have a huge map just for the portion of the exploration when you disembark your pirate ship and you go to investigate, locate treasure, or chase a story or whatever. And this is a small portion of the game, just one aspect of the game. This is amazing. On the back of those 4 tiles we have seaside, and the reason we have seaside is because before disembarking with your crew on any of those tiles and start the exploration, the game puts you in in an area of exploration with your crew while you're on the sea, on the open seas, and you start moving from space to space and go and visit specific islands to look for search for treasures, to chase rumors, to investigate, etc., depending on the scenario. But look how big this is, and it's great because this is another section of the game which plays differently, another phase of the game. Before going here and start investigating how this island looks like, and we're going to explain how the game plays on a separate video. This is just an unboxing to show the material. You have this phase where you explore the surroundings with your crew. Amazing idea, really like the way they think and developed this whole package. Okay, I take it out and put it on the side for the moment. Next we have this big tile, which represents, it is double-sided. Let me unpunch it. Great material, really good cardboard stock. This represents the port phase, where you have port locations when you go with your crew and you start to repair, get equipment, get more information, etc. This is a port phase. This is a separate phase in the game and has to do with preparations when you start, before you start your trip, or make some preparations so that you are well ready for what comes ahead. A separate phase, again, really excited about the way this is integrated. And this is another phase of the game where you're on open seas and you have to, you board another vessel and you have a fight. There are the cannons and the miniatures move from one area to the other, and there is a fight, and you're trying to overtake them and steal the treasure or whatever, depending again on the scenario. Really good idea. Separate phases, again, when you're on open sea. Great stuff. I'm really excited on how they managed to put all these cool ideas together to give you a complete experience. This is how I would describe this, as a complete experience if you're into pirate games. It's like playing in a movie or a video game, but even better. Okay, so let me unpunch this and show you again what we have here. This is the back of the board. Very nice art. Very great representation of the skull mountain, how you call it, and the truck. And this is another section of the two vessels facing each other like that. Great. So these go together and these go together. Okay. Then we have lots and lots of tokens. I'm going to use some kind of planar box, I suppose, to keep everything sorted out so you can easily retrieve them, because this game, I'm telling you, it's going to be played a lot. I'm really pumped about it. Okay. And then we have lots of this is another truck. Great art. These are the tiles we've seen before, and these are various crew members, various trackers, because here, this is a nice cool idea as well. You can have, these are going to be assembled obviously, so you can have the dials here, so you track. Okay, I'm putting them a bit strange, but you get the idea. You put the dials here, you rotate them like that, and you track the values. Really cool idea as well. And then we have some sea monsters that they move on this side of the board. When you're at open sea, you have vessels that they move, boats, monsters that they appear. Various things that interact with this phase and this side of the map. Also, you can get plastic minis for this if you really want to upgrade your experience from again the website of the company. Punchboard looks brilliantly, everything comes out very easily. You have cannons, you have material, treasures, books, compasses. Okay, these are the tokens of the players. Besides their minis, you also get minis for this. And so on and so forth. Okay, putting them aside. Same here, we have some RAM, various tokens, various markers, some axes, etc. Lots of stuff here as well. And same goes for the third board, punch board. Lots and lots of materials to unpunch. And same here and here. Okay, so let's move on to the cards for the moment. I'm going on holiday in a few days and I'm really looking forward to get this game with me, because I'm expecting I'm going to be playing a lot of Skull Tales over the summer period. And not more, this is going to continue in the winter as well. Okay, so let's open the cards. These are really heavy decks of cards, because there are a lot of cards included. Let's see how they separate. This game has a lot to do about the story, besides the faces and the different okay. There you go. I'm just separating them by the back. Nice quality. These are religious cards. And this has a sign of the tavern. And if you think this is a lot of material, imagine that you have another box, which is a big box expansion, the mega box, how they call them, and it has twice as much material if you really want to get everything. And I think it's a game that it's worth getting everything because it has a lot of story and lots of things to explore, and it's going to give you a lot of stories for you to share with your friends once you play or you finish a campaign. Okay, separating this as well. Yeah, okay, these are the big cards. Let me show them to you quickly. We start with this one, which looks like the religion cards. Lots of text, symbols, so there are specifically things that they happen. There is no art on this card, so you go through what the card tells you to follow. For example, drunk colleague. Inside you notice an old partner in crime of yours. He's drunk, he can barely stand up. A group of people is making fun of him, pushing him around like a puppet. If you want to help him, you may. And there are some options. Great stuff. This will immerse you right away in the story. Okay, then we have this deck with the lipstick or whatever sign behind. Again, same idea, giving you situations with different options, and they will guide you through the story and direct you to go on different pathways. The anchor. Lots and lots of material here as well. You can see how many branches you can follow and how much replayability the game will give you depending on the location. You pick up different cards and you follow the different paths the story unfolds. So many cards, really impressed. And this looks like the tavern symbol. When you go to the tavern you can pick up rumors or something like that, and have choices here as well. Okay, same for this deck of cards, which they all have the same format. And again, they give you the story, the flavor, and the things that happen when you take them and you read them. Buried treasure. These are treasure cards. Illegal distillery. These are the different activities of the pirates. Or playing the pirates, after all, this is a pirate's life. You see the cards have a lot of text and a lot of symbols and options. There is minimal art, only iconography, meaning that it's a fully thematic and story enriched game, which gives you so many options and so many things to follow depending on your game, your scenario, and the way you're going with your story. Okay, so I really like these coins. Let's go and see those small decks of cards. Again, we have many cards here. Let me put them on different groups depending on the back of the card, so I can show them to you faster. Okay, this is the same. I will take those here and here and put those here. Okay, and the last deck. This looks like a game that the designers and the company has given a lot of love developing it and putting a lot of story and a lot of elements behind the game. So I'm really recommending that you check it out, and I'm going to come back with details on the how to play video and lots of experience and even a review after I had some sessions playing it. So the deck of cards, which shows again what happens. I think this has to do with the attack because it has these scratches. It looks like an attack deck or something like that. You can see. This looks like a map with an X, so this must be an exploration. So you find equipment. Here we have compass, guns, masks, food, things that happen. So this is a different, half of it is art, so you can have lots of things to explore and get. Okay. And last but not least, we have this deck of cards, which has equipment. It's a big deck with spears and bombs and knives and daggers, pistols, swords, hooks, axes, potions, muskets, pistols, guns, net, filters, lots of things here as well. Okay, so we have seen pretty much everything that comes in the core box, and now the last thing that remains is to show you the character big cards, which are quite a few, plus the minis. So this is a character sheet when you develop your character, and here we have two big decks. One has the heroes, because there are quite a few heroes in the game. I think there are 12 that you can play. They look like the heroes. And then you have what looks like the monsters. Yeah. And how they play, because everyone has their own board. Okay, so I'm just gonna pass quickly the heroes so you can see how many they are. We have two-sided sections. They're quite a lot, as you can see. He looks like Zorro. Okay. And there may be mixed the cards, so you see these are monsters, skeletons, cannibals, etc. And these are adventure phase actions, voyage phase actions on the back. So you have reminders for the players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one for each player, which is cool. And then you have the different locations: tavern, chapel, market square, mansion, docks. And these have the icons of the decks that we have seen before, where you go and pick up things from the tavern, from the chapel, or the market square, and then you follow the text and the story is unfolding. Again, one for each player. Cool stuff, so you don't have to run to the rulebook, you get your player rate. Each player gets one of those and one of those, so you have everything with you. Really appreciate when companies do this, because it makes our lives so much easier. And some more monsters here as well. And then you have the different island exploration, sea monster, cutter, and galleon. You see the different things that you can encounter in the sea. Okay, this is what we had to show you with the cards. And last but not least, I'm really looking forward to sort everything out and start reading the rulebook and start playing the game. Really pumped about this game. I can't tell you how much. Okay. I was very sad to miss the Kickstarter, but I was very fortunate enough that I managed to get this copy from the company, from their website. Okay, so these are the minis. They come in this box. There are 52, as stated on the back of the game box. Lots and lots of minis. So I'm going to put them here, and I'm going to start showing you some from up close. Okay. So first of all, we have the light gray, which are the heroes. We're going to do a 3D spinning minis video, which is going to show all these minis up close with a 3D spinning posture, so you can check out the detail of the sculpts, because they're quite nice, very, very detailed, and they look very thematic. These are really screaming paint me, and I'm so sorry I don't have any painting skills so far, but I'm going to really have them paint, I think, because they look amazing. This is a nice size. So these are the 12 heroes that come in the game, all with the character cards and the chance to develop them and make them really distinguish them from each other. I'm just gonna show you one or two up close so you can see the detail, but you are really going to see the detail on the 3D spinning that we're going to do up close with all the minis, the 52 minis. We're going to show them all as they spin around like that, and you can really check out their detail. Very, very impressed with these sculpts. They have nice momentum, the poses. Got this guy ready to chop down something. Great stuff, really good. And then we have all these enemies. Some are more than once. We have cannibals. We have this serpent. These guys. These guys. Some British troops. Remember, we're pirates, so British troops are our enemy. Very, very nice detail. Now I'm not going to go and get them all out. I'm just going to pick some of them for this video, just to show you how they briefly look like, and then we're gonna come back, as I said before, with the 3D spinning video to really show everything with a great detail. Okay, so have a look on these. These are some of the enemies. Very, very nice minis. Nice detail, they look great. My only complaint would be that the bases, they don't sit completely flat, but no biggie. Okay, this could be corrected with some hot, warm, cold water, I suppose. Some of them, not all of them. Most of them sit great. Okay, and again, I'm going to cover those minis here and show you some up close, like this guy here, or these guys here, or this guy with a musket here. Okay, the idea is not to see all the details on the minis here. We're just gonna come back with the 3D spinning minis videos just for the minis specifically. So this concludes all the details I wanted to show you about the game. So many stuff here. I'm really impressed about this box. It packs a great deal of gameplay, lots of material, lots of story, and lots of gameplay to cover. Really, really impressed. I'm really looking forward to get it on the table and come back with my opinion on the game. So we're gonna come back with more details and more videos about Skull Tales. Stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed this video. Till next time, you're watching Epitrapaizoume.